theirs for quite some time, and we are reluctant to go, but we are ready to go, and we do thank them for appointing O'Brien Real Estate to sell this magnificent house. The property we are selling is legally described in volume 08428 folio 388 lot number 13, which is simply known to you and I as number 9 Hardy Court in Oakleigh South. What we have on offer is some 582 square metres of fantastic Oakleigh South residential real estate. We've got fantastic outgoings. The Monash City Council rates of $1,456.65. Water rates of $223.63. Should you want to rent the property, you'd be looking at a rental yield of about $500 per week. Zoning, general residential zone 3, which is normal residential zoning. Price to be determined by you guys, by your bids and offers for this property here today. And we've got settlement terms of 30, 45, or 75 days. What that means is either before Christmas or early January, middle of January. So should you require some last minute variation to those terms, tap Zoe, tap Harrison, or tap Max on the shoulder, and they're more than happy to help. 10% deposit on signing of the contract should you be lucky enough to hold the bid here today. By law, I must advise the auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules, and any additional conditions are made available before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for a property after the property has been knocked down to a successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price, as the auctioneer will indicate bidders upon request. Law prohibits false bids and prohibits major disruptions by bidders, and prohibits bidders attempt to prevent others from bidding and provides fines for such conduct. The rules permit vendor bids. The words I'll use to indicate I make a bid on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid, and by law, only I as the auctioneer can make a vendor bid. Now, quick note on vendor bid. You know, if you track our auctions, we don't like to vendor bid, basically, So we do suggest you, as the buying public, to come in, nominate a price, and two things happen. One, if you're the highest bidder and we're not quite on the market, you'll get exclusive one-on-one negotiation with the owner. Everyone that's been in that position today has bought the property. Two, if we say we're on the market, we are selling, you buy the house. So make it very clear, it is a bidding strategy that buys residential real estate. And should you require some assistance or lack some confidence with that, tap Max on the shoulder, or Harrison or Zoe. They are all here to assist you with your bids and offers here today. Well, that's all the boring stuff out of the way, so let's get on to the exciting bids and offers for this property here today. But before that, we'll just mention a couple of things what makes this property so fantastic. Immediately where you stand, looking back on this particular house, the one thing that I notice is absolutely pretty is a picture. It's a fantastic family home that's been in there for some time. Immediately when you walk in, be impressed. You got the polished floorboards, you got a renovated kitchen, you got a renovated bathroom, 3 bedrooms with wardrobes, and you got this fantastic outdoor entertaining area. You got heating in the place, you got cooling in the place. It's all there for you. There's solar power, there's a great al fresco, there's a big veggie garden for that hobby gardener while we all get locked up. So it's absolutely all here for you, packaged on some 583 square metres. What you can see as well, we're in a wonderful court location, which is absolutely great, particularly if you've got a young family or you southeast. We're on the doorstep to, you got Clayton Station, Oakleigh, Huntingdale Station, you got Monash Hospital, you got Chadstone Shopping Centre down the road, you got arterials down to the beach, you got great arterials into the and the third call. If you're holding the bid, I'm sure you're buying this house today. So it's enough for me. I throw it over to you. Where do I see a fair and sensible start for 9 Hardy Court? I'm in your hands. $800, welcome sir to the bidding at $800,000 for a quick 40. That's how you buy. At $820,000, best of luck for you guys as well. Hope you get it. At $820,000, do I see a cool 40? Well worth it, great property. At $820,000, come back for 40, well worth it, great spot. At $820,000, come back in for 40, it's your turn now, they're at 20. At $820,000, do I see 40? Come $820,000, come back in for 40. At $820,000, come back in for 40, well worth it, great buy. At $820,000, come back in for 40, well worth it, great property. At $820,000, make me work for it, 40, good decision. At $840, do I see 60? Big reluctance over there. At $840,000, come back in for 60, great property, well worth it. At $840,000, come back in strong, come back in quick at 8. Do I see 60 guys? I'm back in for 60. You're in my team here. You're in the fan. Back in for a cool 60. Well worth it. Great property. At $840,000. Anyone else can join. At $840,000, even 50 if I have to. Yes, no? Okay, 50 I have. At $850,000, I'd try 70, 50 is what I've got. At $850,000, still would love those 20s, but I'm happy with 10. At $850,000, 860 or 870 would be better. At $850,000, gonna call it 3 times. Once in the call. At $850,000, come in for 60. Went twice in the call. At $850,000 only, come back in for a quick 60. No, 60. Stay intense, stay with me, stay strong. At $850,000, come back in for 60. At $850,000, come back in for 60. Well worth it, great property. Yes. Oh, I didn't like that. I'm not sure what that means. At $850,000. Welcome back at 60 now. At $860,000, invite you back in for 70. At $860,000, well worth it. Great location, great property, not a dollar to spend. At $860,000, show Sherry come back in for 70. At $860,000, wonderful buying here today. At $860,000, come back in for 70. Well worth it. Don't let this go. At 5 now. Terrible body language, don't like that. At $870,000, come back for 75 or 80, up to you. At $870,000, anyone else can join. First time at $870,000 only, guys, don't let this go. Second time at $870,000 only, guys, just to remind you, if you're at Max's auction at 11:30 this morning, Oakleigh South, Somerset Avenue, 855 sold. $870,000 over here, we've got the whole house. At $870,000, this is value, this is a great buy. At $870,000, do I need to twist your arm anymore? At $870,000, I'll tag with you, Zoe, if we have to. At $870,000, I'll come in and explain value over there. At $870,000, you're right on top. At $870,000, anyone else can join. At $870,000, call it 3 times. First time, call it 3, and final time at $870. Yes, no, maybe. Need decisions. Max, Harrison, not sure. You're on top. At $870,000, do I see 75 or 80? At $870,000, last call 3 more times. First time at $870,000, don't let this one go. Second time at $870,000, and we're on the third and final time, $870,000. Well, ladies and gentlemen, just bear with me. I'll go seek some quick instructions. Okay, well, you know, every time we sit there and we sell a property and we go in the half time and get instructions, it's always what to do with the family home. Just letting you know, I'm very, very close to an outcome on this one, a sold outcome at that. So just letting you know very clearly, I'm at $870,000. I won't be placing any more vendor bids at all. I'm going to give you exclusivity. I know a lot of you are holding back. So if you want to challenge that right, you must bid now. At $870,000, I'll take a rise to 75 or 80, up to you. At $870,000, Zoe, did you spend the time twisting his arm? Well worth it. At $870,000, reopening at $875 or try the 80. At $870,000, absolutely exclusivity on offer. They'll be buying here today. At $870,000, come on back, well worth it, great property. At $870,000, guys, don't hold back. I know a lot of you wait till it's on the market, but you know what? You got to bid to buy. At $870,000, guys at the early auction, they took the bid, they got exclusivity, they bought the house. At $870,000, great position to be in. At $870,000, this is your last chance. First time at $870,000, invite you back for 75. Second time at $870,000 only, well worth it, great property here today, because we're on the third and final time at $870,000. Not sure what's holding you back, well worth it, great location, not a dollar to spend. At $870,000, I know there's 5 of you here, so I'm going to give it a chance. At $870,000, take a rise of 5 or 10 if I want to. At $870,000, call it 3 more times. First time at $870,000 on the nose, do I see 5 or 10? Second time at $870,000, this is the last chance, you've got them all rattled, because we're on the third and final time at $870,000. Can see a few people on the phone, yes, no, maybe, definitely, done, happy, silent, okay, don't live life in regret, I will give it your last. At $870,000, call it the final 3 times. First time at $870,000, need instructions. Second time at $870,000, don't let this one go, because we're on the third and final time at $870,000. Do I need time? Do I wait? Do I go? Do I close? Harrison, lead me, lead the way. At $870,000, put the pressure on you, bud. Let's go. At $870,000, do I see 75 or 80? At $870,000, phoning a friend, guys. Sorry, I'll do the same for you. At $870,000, call it 3 times. First time at $870,000, great buying here today. Second time at $870,000 only, great value right here, because we're on the third and final time at $870,000. Well, look, clearly on my recommendation, I promise you I wouldn't vendor bid, so we'll give you exclusivity. I'm sure we're going to get to a result here today. On behalf of the team of O'Brien, have a fantastic Saturday. Come on in.